If your business is thriving, growing, or even just getting started, there are silent threats buried deep in your operations. I like to call these legal time bombs. And when they explode, they cost time, money, and often ownership. So let's find them and do what we can to diffuse them. Hi everyone, my name is Roco, and I'm not just a business lawyer, I'm a strategic advisor. I'm the guy people call when something truly matters, whether it's protecting a legacy, scaling a business, or just navigating chaos with a level head and a sharp mind. I'm here to make the complex simple. I work with businesses every day that are unknowingly walking towards legal disasters. Today, I'm going to walk you through the 5 most common landmines that I see and how you can avoid them. All right, now let's talk about these time bombs. The first one is sloppy ownership agreements. Too many times have I seen people get into business with one another when they have a very poorly drafted operating agreement or partnership agreement, or don't have one at all. There's no buy-sell agreement in place. They don't anticipate anything bad going wrong. And look, if you're getting into business with someone, you have to anticipate the 4 Ds: death, disability, dissolution, disagreement. If you don't have the right agreement in place, it can cost you time, money, and like I said earlier, ownership in your business. That's the first time bomb. The second one, misclassifying your workers. Look, if you are calling someone a 1099 employee, that's wrong. They're either 1099 contractors or employees, and you have to understand that it's substance over form. You can't just call someone a contractor and then be a contractor in the eyes of the IRS or the Department of Labor. They actually have to satisfy the test. There's an analysis that you have to do. You can't just call someone a contractor to avoid paying employer taxes. This is a hot button issue right now with the Department of Labor and the IRS, and getting it wrong could cost you a ton of time and money, audit fees, back taxes, and penalties. So make sure you are classifying your employees correctly. The third one, weak contracts. Now, I've seen too many businesses piece together contracts from forms they found on the internet, or from prior companies they worked with, or they've just done a handshake deal. All of those are bad business practices. A contract is the lifeblood of your business. It's how you make sure you get paid. It's how you sell your service or your product. That is the essence of your business. And if you don't have it correct, it could cost you time and money and lead to a lot of liability down the road. You have to make sure your contracts are customized for your business. You can't just go grab one off the internet somewhere and think it's going to work for you. Make sure you are consulting with your lawyer to understand, does this contract say what I need it to say, and does it protect my interests? That is the biggest time bomb I've seen out of all 5 of these. Now the fourth one, no IP protection. Look, if you have a brand name, a logo, a catchy tagline, these are your IP. This is what you're building your business around, your brand, and you have to make sure it's protected. File appropriate trademarks. Make sure you're copywriting your work that can be copywritten. If you're sharing confidential or proprietary information with potential customers, vendors, or partners, make sure they're signing a well-drafted non-disclosure agreement. You don't want to give somebody access to your information that is not subject to a confidentiality agreement, because IP theft happens every single day. And if you give somebody an opening, like sharing information without a contract, that can happen, and I've seen it happen too many times. So make sure you are protecting your IP. And last, the wrong entity structure. Look, having an entity in place is the foundation of your business. Being a sole proprietor, if you're going out and making money, doesn't give you any liability protection. It may cost you money in taxes. You have to set up the appropriate entity. Most small businesses or medium-sized businesses start with an LLC, because an LLC allows you to either be taxed as a sole proprietorship, a partnership for 2 or more people, or you can elect to be taxed as an S corporation, which does give you some tax benefits. These are things I'll speak about on another video. But too many times when people put the wrong entity in place and they get to the tax filing period or they get to an issue down the road, they realize they've made a big mistake. This is something you should have done professionally. I always use the example, if you're building a house, your entity is like the foundation of your house. You want an expert to do that. You don't want to try and do that yourself. Too many problems can arise if you do. So these are the 5 legal time bombs that I've seen throughout my career and I still see every single day. So ask yourself this, are you facing any of these time bombs? Because if so, let's have a discussion. Reach out. I'm happy to set up a free consultation to talk to you about these time bombs and how you can diffuse them or prevent them. Hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you on the next one.